I think we're good. Hello. Hi everyone, how are you all doing today? Happy Saturday. We'll be playing the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition in 5 minutes. Yeah. I hope you all will enjoy it. For now though, we are just waiting to see if other people show up. At all. Is the volume okay? Is it too quiet? Too loud? I guess it's probably too quiet right? No, yeah, it is. There we go. Probably better now. Probably. So yeah. 4 minutes left. I think this'll be fun. My first stream was of the Stanley Parable, and also of the Raphael mod, which I thought was kinda cool. So, doing this should be fun too. I don't think I've got too much going on today. Nothing that comes to mind anyway. I've been playing a little more Age Mythology recently though. I found this mod which adds another, another pantheon, I guess, called, the Aztecs. So that was pretty fun. I've been playing it for a bit. We're checking it out. Quite interesting. It's nice to see, it's interesting to see that people are still making stuff, even for a game that was made up long ago. I also, 100%ed Elden Ring, so that's fun. Quite proud of that, actually. 3 more minutes left. Yay. There we go. Anyway, we got 2 more minutes left until we start. I wonder how many people we're gonna get this time. Probably not many, but still, the number counts. I always enjoy when someone shows up. I'm sure anybody would. I hope the volume isn't too loud. I'll turn it down just for a moment. Since, you know, I'm kind of here now, so we don't really need to listen to it so loud. I wonder what else there is for me to say. I got Monopoly Plus a while back, and I've been playing it. It's fun. Monopoly is fun. Weirdly enough. Did you guys see how many updates there have been to Phasmophobia? I tried it out a bit to see what it was up. It's different, but not too different, so I wasn't too thrilled. I don't know. How are my friends in the future who are watching this after it is done? Hi guys. I hope you all are doing great as well. Anyway, it's almost time to begin. Let's start off by moving myself down here. Where's the butt? There it is. Whoa. There we go. I think about right here. I think. Maybe. Could be wrong. And then move this down here. There we go. Yep, there's a little guy down there too. Little Defoe, as he was called. Should work. So, let's begin. The Stanley Parable, Deluxe. Super Deluxe. I wonder what's gonna be, new. All I know is that they're apparently collectibles, but that's about it. It's not overcoding, so we should be good on that part. Crow, Crow, Crows, written by Davey Raiden. Raiden? I don't know. Please enter the current time. Well, I don't understand this part, though. But alright, I guess. Still would kind of like to know why. What's the point of the current time? Does it cause new... Hang on. What? Can I just say something? What? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have a way of knowing if the times our settings are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. What? I mean, I did check it out a little bit just to make sure that that we weren't doing encoding overload, and so the stream would work fine. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Aw. Alright, let you get back to the video game now. That's nice. Oh, here we are. Turn it up a little. Was there... Are subtitles already on? I would think so. Yep, they are. Alright, cool. What? Ah, neat. Alright then, let's begin. The end is never the end. The end is loading. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go! Begin!
This is the story
Yeah!
of a man named Stanley.
Stanley!
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where
The
he was
building hasn't
employee
changed very
number
much. Is it better
427.
quality? I don't know.
Employee number 427's
427.
job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427,
427.
and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling
Yeah.
him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Press spacebar.
This is what
for
employee
58
427
milliseconds.
did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
Yeah.
As though he had been made exactly for this job.
It's gray background.
Stanley was happy.
Yay. But then,
And then one day, something
very
peculiar
happened.
happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Something
He would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Gasp!
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company.
What kind of
had
company is
happened.
this, though?
This complete
What is the
isolation.
company?
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
The longest time.
But as he came to his wits and regained
his senses.
he got up from his desk
and stepped out of the office. Let's make the sensitivity a little higher. Sensitivity. There it is. That should do it. Well, here we go. I hate Mondays. Oof. Mondays are when I
All
record.
of his co-workers
We're
were
gone.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we'll start off by doing the actual ending. Oh, heh. These are back. Alright, we have over here. I wonder... It looks... Wait. Don't tell me if I can open this. Alright, just checking. Well, let's go. Coffee stain. How dare they? Kill them.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
Let's
entered
enter
the door.
We're
on
going to
his
be
left.
playing this like how we need to first, and then we're going to start doing things wrong. It's only natural, after all.
Yet there was not a
Do
single
not alter
person
without
here
consulting
either.
whiteboard manager.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Oh my
Stanley
gosh.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah. Not cost efficient. Standardized graphs, 40 times wide. Get Chris out of the broom closet. What? Oh, that's that thing. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on topic of bleh. Complete today's unfinished agenda items right next day's agendas reflect. Alright, so far, nothing seems too different. Charts, and slides, and then slides. Always fun. Always fantastic. Well, I'm just gonna go. Wait. I don't think anything changed in here, so I'll just keep going. Broom closet, though.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Yeah.
So he turned around and got back on track.
No. Broom. There's a broom here. Is it different from before?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Empty broom
No
closet.
reason
Oh,
to
wrench.
still be here.
I want it. Give me it. I want something in
It
here.
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
What of it?
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I am
As
interacting
it
with
is,
it.
he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I still don't know what that means. I want to get in this corner. Wasn't I able to jump before?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing?
Exactly.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Alright, the explanation is this. There's a broom. And it's a closet. Where's Chris? Riddle me that, narrator.
You do realize there's no choice.
Hang on. There.
Or anything in here, right? If
No.
I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
He has a point.
But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of
Broom
absolutely
closet.
no significance to the story whatsoever.
There is a ton of
I never would have
significance.
thought to mention it.
Then why add it? Why add it if there was no significance to the broom closet?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah. Better sensitivity.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh,
Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, they'll find it understandable.
Stanley was fat and ugly
Ow.
and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Yeah.
That or with drug money.
That too.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
How did he know?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion
Yeah, what
about
is it?
what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet,
Yeah.
explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here.
There's
when
plenty
a
here.
physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system,
Oh.
and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as
Right.
to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Alright.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Oh
They have
no.
fallen prey to any number of your countless
guess I'm
human
dead now.
physiological vulnerabilities.
Oh no, what will I
It's
do?
indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them
Walk
in on
in
the
the
history of
circle
narrative
or a
tropes
box.
in
I don't
video
know. What is
gaming,
this?
so that the irony
I
and
don't know.
insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Now, if I remember correctly, you then step out into the hallway.
Ah, second player. It's
Hi.
good to have you on board.
Yeah.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Is that a broom closet?
You too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can
Moth.
hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
At this point, I don't think there's anything he ever says afterwards, so let's just go. We must complete...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Right. I'm here. Things look a lot more refined, I think.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Let me pick
life.
up something.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered
I was
in
told
disbelief
there were collectibles.
who orchestrated this. What dark secret was
You
being
can't
held
jump.
from him?
Get your first
What he
achievement. What do
could
you mean
not
you
have
can't
known
jump?
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that
I
his
got my
boss
first
had been
achievement.
keeping from him.
So what
and
is
so
this?
the boss had assigned
No, seriously, we
an
disabled it.
extra
Why?
secret pin number, 2845. But
Yes.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Not at all. Oh, right.
Stanley just sat around
Yeah!
twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless,
8.
since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
8. 8.
2845.
Well, I couldn't possibly know this.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well,
Whoa.
whoop-de-doo.
It went dark. Why? Why'd it go dark? What's over here? Ah, it's so dark. Excuse me. I'd like it to be a little bit, what's the word? Brighter. Ugh. Hang on, maybe I can... probably not. Whatever. I'll, worry about it later. What's over here? Going down. Here we go. Here we go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I do.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself,
Huh.
to question the nature of his job.
Yeah.
Why did he feel this now?
That's a
when
good
for
question.
years it had never occurred to him.
Not even a little
This question would not go unanswered for long.
I can go back up. Nah, I won't do that right now. We must...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Ooh, escape.
Mind Control Facility.
Okay, camera. So what's different?
The lights rose on an
Oh.
enormous room packed with television screens.
Television screens.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
How
Did
far
he
down
have
is
the
this?
strength to find out?
Yes. Let's go. We must find out what's going on, even though I'll probably already know it.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed.
Where's
Each
number one?
bore the number
What's going on
of
with
an
that one?
employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Whoa. That's funny. Well, time to
This
keep moving.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to
Why would you
believe it
disable the
couldn't be
jump
true.
button?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
My
this the only
goodness.
reason he was happy with
Ooh,
his
number one.
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No.
No. He refused to believe it.
No.
He couldn't accept it.
I cannot
his
accept
own
this.
life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yes, you're
Had he
narrating.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah. How could this happen
But
to
here was the
me?
proof. The heart of the operation.
My goodness.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
But
place.
who was
And
working
as the
here?
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Never.
another human life.
But first,
For
why is this
he
button lit up?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, I can't go in there. Well then, time to go dismantle the controls. Once and for all. What does that say down there? No.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation,
Yeah.
to put an end to this horrible place
Put an end to
and
it.
to everything it stood for.
Exactly. Off? Oh. Did I do it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Lots of it.
Was it over?
Yes.
Yes.
I have won.
He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Defeated the machine.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Time to go.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Where are they?
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Yeah.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Yeah.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Where the
For
heck is
it
this
was not
place
knowledge
located?
or even power that he had been
And how high
seeking,
up was the
but happiness.
building?
Perhaps his goal
So this,
had not been to
if this is
understand,
ground level,
but to let go.
how did I not notice?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go.
Also, why is there
what
this
to do,
giant door here?
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth
There are a
knowing.
lot of questions here that need
Stanley
answering.
stepped through the open door.
Oh, flower. Let me step through the door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense
Whoa.
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Were they?
And Stanley was happy.
Yay. Happiness. Happiness. Beat the game was the achievement I got. Well, I hope you all enjoy. Time to see the other endings now. And what other new things there are. Something tells me there's not gonna be any, but I hope I'm wrong. It means, no.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the
No,
pressure.
I can't.
What if he had to make a decision?
Yeah.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Yeah, exactly.
He had never been trained for that.
No.
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to
wait.
wait. Nothing will hurt me.
Nothing will hurt
Nothing
me.
will break me.
Nothing will break
In
me.
here I can be happy
I
forever.
can be happy in here forever.
I will be happy.
I will be.
Stanley waited.
Yeah.
Hours passed.
Click the
Then
buttons.
days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the
Buttons.
ability to tell. But the one thing
Oh,
he knew
we
for
need to
sure,
get that
beyond
area.
any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
The answers would make it.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
They would arrive.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He
End.
will be spoken to.
Yeah.
He will be told what to do.
Please do so.
Now it's just a little bit
A
closer.
little bit closer.
Now it's even closer.
Oh,
Here it comes.
yeah. Coward ending. Now then, the question is, can
All
I
of his
get up
co-workers
here
were
still?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Yeah.
to go to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah,
how
yeah,
hard
yeah, yeah,
Stanley
yeah,
looked,
yeah.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Oh,
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary
Yeah.
into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Very
So,
good.
now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink
I
it
do
all
enjoy
in?
the whiteness.
Okay, I'm over it now.
All right.
What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
Yeah.
But now, here comes the real question.
Oh?
What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
I don't
Do
know.
you think it would have been particularly different?
No.
Would I have taken the same idea but
Yeah.
rephrased it superficially
You
to
would-
fit that answer?
You would have.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
No, it just
Oh,
feels like
now,
natural game
think
design.
about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart
No.
and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
It's very true.
What if the other option is even
Oh,
longer?
we wouldn't want that.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option,
Right.
and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
I know, right?
Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
Thank you.
Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Thank you. Alright, begin the game again. Because, there's nothing really you can do after that, you know. Alright, let's go. Nothing's different in the office yet. Usually, though, but these things change
All
a
of
lot.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Oh.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Click the door 5 times. One of these is it.
Oh, please.
Yeah!
Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Uh-huh.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Buttons.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such
Why
little
not?
effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Yeah.
Now suppose you were to click the
Input.
door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Totally. Let's do it. Rapid fire clicking.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort from
I feel very satisfied with what I'm doing right now.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Over-click it.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be
Oh.
a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle,
I
Stanley.
want to
I want to
just
see commitment.
let me
a
be
willingness
lazy.
To go all the way, no matter what the cost.
want to be
Why
lazy.
don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Why are you making me work for it? Where's 417? Where's 4? There it is!
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. 437. Where did I see 437? Oh? Nothing. 437. 437. There you are!
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think we're getting somewhere.
I think
now,
so, too.
door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. 415. Where's 415? Over here.
Now, back to door number 437.
437. Here we go. Let's go. Where? I want a run button.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine.
Copy machine. Copy that.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now.
417.
I think we're getting somewhere.
I don't think we're getting anywhere, but okay.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419.
Yes! This is great!
It is.
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up.
Yeah.
Then give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. 416. Where was that again? 417. 416.
We've almost got it!
Mm-hmm.
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I know you love the copy machine because it copies. It's what it does.
Finish it off, Stanley!
Finish it off.
5 clicks on door
1,
430.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Yeah.
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
I know, right?
Really now?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I don't even know. I think I was thinking things, but I don't know. Little Kuudefoe, what do you think? Oh yeah, you don't think. Anyway, this way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
This door.
this was not the correct way to the meeting
Nope.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We
Perhaps
must
he
find
wanted
things.
to stop by the employee lounge first.
What's
just to
different?
admire
What's
it.
new? Is there even anything new? Do you think there's anything new? It doesn't feel new so far. Then again, I haven't seen everything.
Yes,
So,
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Yeah.
Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is actually quite
Stanley
nice.
simply stood here,
Let me
drinking
have-
it all in.
I want to drink this in. Let me drink it. What does it say?
Yes.
Number 1,
really,
Dad.
really worth it being here in the room.
I hate Mondays.
A room so utterly captivating.
It's very
that even
captivating.
Though
I don't know
all
what
your
you're talking about.
coworkers have mysteriously vanished.
Coffee
here
nut.
you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Ah, yes.
Really worth it.
Really worth it. Let me open the blinds. Let me open up the clock. Open up.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy.
Not really.
And reflected poorly on his
What do these
overall
notes say?
personality.
Oh,
It's
I got over
possible
here.
that this is why everyone left.
My... What? Be my Valentine. How nice. What do you mean this is why everyone left?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Maybe. Oh, mug. Okay, let's go.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
A little
Took
bit.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. I can close it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
I know,
ago.
right? What's different?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
Did
here.
we?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
But you are, though.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
It is.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Someone I've forgotten
Please,
about.
Stop trying to make every decision by
But
yourself.
I want to make every decision by
I'm
myself.
not asking for me. I'm asking. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
I want to
To
open
put
the
your
door. Let
work
me
aside.
explore.
To let her back into your
I don't
life.
care about her.
She's been waiting.
She can go die in a hole.
That's her, Stanley. You need
Fine,
to be
whatever.
the one
I mean,
to
we're gonna
do
be doing
this,
this. We're gonna be
to
doing the ending
reach
of The
out
Wire
to her.
last.
If you
Since,
can
it is
truly
kind of
place
the
your
end.
faith in another.
Fine, whatever. Let's do it. Is there anything actually new?
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Yeah, hi.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Why are you making bread, lady?
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Hi, lady.
Gotcha.
Oof.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No.
Who'd want to commit their life to you?
Many.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
What am I trying
Come
to see?
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oof. Hi, lady.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Why am I dying? Gee.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Nothing.
And every button that he pushes is a reminder
wanna-
of the
oh, we don't
inconsequential
even have an
nature
oven.
of his existence.
Press B.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing
desk.
exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Yeah.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Yeah. G. What's changed?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Mm-hmm.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
New
It
lands.
was wonderful. And each
Very
day
much
that
so.
he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
But it could. Oh.
And so he began to
It's a
fantasize
locker.
about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
How did this
The
happen?
thought excited him terribly.
Terribly. X, to spend time with the boys. What
So
boys?
he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
Choice.
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to
It's
behold.
amazing. N.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Yeah.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Whoa.
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many
Trademark.
directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it
The Stanley Parable. Hey, to tell your kids a
It was
story.
such a wonderful fantasy. And
Very
so in his
wonderful.
head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
Is there?
Perhaps if he played just one more time.
L.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he
Stove,
spends
pencil
here, the more
sharpener.
invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
When do we go through the more content thing?
And
Go
I'm
to
trying
sleep.
to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Nope.
He won't stop.
I
Here,
have no right
watch
to listen
this.
to you.
Stanley, the next time the screen
Wait.
asks you to push a button,
I have every right to not
do
listen to you.
not do it.
Oh, button.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Oh,
How can I tell him
I'm
in a
in
way
my
that he'll
office again.
understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
I don't know.
How can I make him look at himself?
I don't know. Question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Nope.
But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Oh,
We're not so different, I suppose.
when
I'll try
do I
once
get
more
the
to
new
convey this to
content?
him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
I'm just gonna
Maybe
keep
this
pressing
time.
E.
And I tried again. And
Please,
Stanley pushed
E.
a button. And I tried again.
And I press a
Stanley
button.
pushed a button.
I'm pressing E.
And I tried.
When's the new content? So now I think I will make my way over to that last bit by going through every single area along the two lines. If that makes any sense at all. Anything changed? Anything? Sometimes things change in here. Nope, nothing. Alright. Are these things different?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Nope.
it mean?
Nope.
Stanley
Nope.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Click.
memo.
Alright, where's
No
the
matter
other
how
one?
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
They might be under the desk. Can I open this door? No. There you are. 2 buttons. Alright, let's go. Nothing new. Oh.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. Tell me. I want new content. Oh, no, there's a doorway over there, though. Oh. Oh. What's going on?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released
Yeah.
in 2013 on home computers.
I remember it being being the great.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah! So let's do!
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in
There's not gonna be
Stanley
anything,
Parable
just watch.
Ultra Deluxe.
Just watch, there's not gonna be
this
anything, it's all a
sounds
joke.
Delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I am too. Am I gonna go back to the Gmod era?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special
Does this
yet,
game-
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
There's gonna be nothing, I can already tell. It's a brick wall!
Is it broken? What's going on
I
here?
want to see
Should we...
the Stanley Parable
Should we
Gmod!
be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right,
Whoa.
finally, at long last, it's on to the new
It's
content.
gonna be a thing where it's like,
I've never
we're gonna get to
been
the new
more
content,
ready.
but then
Let's
there's not gonna
do
be
it.
any new content. That's how it's gonna go. How it always goes. Come on. We all know.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay.
Oh.
Let's see
Oh,
the
there it is.
content. Give me the content,
Give me the
Stanley.
content! The jump circle!
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yeah! Jumping! I want more jumps! This is as great as 8. Huh? But I just wanted to jump more.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yeah!
Goodness. Another elevator.
Ah.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I think the
If
jumping
this
was
is
great
new
until it was
content,
gone.
Then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait.
Oh, wait, what?
There's more. Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
What
Let's
could it
see
be?
I'm ready for whatever it is.
I am too. Huh?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base
Yeah.
rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
Exactly.
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Oh no, don't get Twitter
It's
involved.
my fault, Stanley.
No, it isn't.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
Oh?
It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Mm-hmm. What is it? I hate Mondays. What's going on? Something's happening.
Psst. Stanley!
What?
Come over here. In the vent.
But I want
I
to know.
want to show you something.
But I want to know what's up here. Let me up here. Okay, fine. I want to go up the stairway. Oh. Screwdriver! What is it? Ah! I wanna see the screwdriver! What's new? What's new?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
It's always been
So
great.
I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh, hey, you're finally awake.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Whoa,
It's
so this is
where
where
I've
my
been
memory
storing
is.
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Wow.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
From the Gmod era.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful
Collector's
Stanley
edition.
Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
I remember.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Audience award.
Oh, the waste.
What's this? The British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Stanley Parable. Good times. But what about the Gmod era? Why are you... That's where Stanley Parable came from. It came from the Gmod era. Buy on Steam. Firefox. 2013. Oh, I get it. My first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. But what about Gmod? Ugh, it's gotta show it. It's gotta know where its roots came from. That's how it was. Why? Begin the demo. That's where 8 came from. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Is it possible to get this achievement? Nominee. Releasing today. Creators surprising down to earth. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. Colleges show uneven efforts to enroll the poor. Business leaders pushing elections of council allies. The New York Times. Oh no. What's that? What was her name again? I don't remember. Deals tough choices. But what about Gmod? Oh, this must be the Gmod room.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Don't read any of these
like
except
the
this one.
stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Every game ever created.
Ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the
Wow.
original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
He mentioned
It's no games at
Skyrim.
all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
So what does this review say? How do we gain parents who are going to be woeful and inadequate? Perhaps this closest customer would be Dear Esther, but where Dear Esther wastes a form of interactive entertainment, Stanley Parable uses them and then subverts it. Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and succeeds to be every game ever created. Even so, holding the game to the standards of any other title is simply not going to be correct. So how do you review what has become known as Stanley Parable HD, the full-scale reimagining of one of the most intriguing mods available online? Mods! Gmod! Available online. How do you discuss it, analyze it, and recommend it? That's quite simple. You don't. What? Oh, yeah. Whoa. The original. That's just the original remake. What's down here? Ah? Memory zone maintenance? That's funny. Person of the Year, Stanley! Oh, I want a Stanley figurine. I'd love one. Smile button. What's over here? What's over here? This is cool. But show me how it started. Okay, you know what? I'm done with that.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
GameSpot.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Wow.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I have always been someone who wants to go the wrong way first in games when I sense that a game is trying to usher me down in a particular path, to get me to run from left to right, or maybe to charge straight ahead. It is satisfying instinct to go against the grain, to explore, to see what the designers have put back the other way. Sometimes I find a one-up or a collectible stashed away to reward me for my intrepid behavior. Other times my explorations are rewarded only by the crushing disappointment of running up against an invisible wall. Whatever I find or don't find, my action is a manifestation of my desire to exert some independence, to make my own choice within a system that severely limits my options and encourages certain specific behaviors. The Stanley Parable feels alive in its responsiveness to your choices. Its desire to subvert your expectations, keep you on your toes. I think it's the sort of video game analog for Charlie Kaufman and Spike Jones's brilliant film adaptation, which gently mock the ways in which so many films that manipulate audiences with formulaic plot twists and situations in which characters learn huge life lessons, while simultaneously moving me with its formulaic plot twists and situations in which characters learned huge life lessons. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choices in games and other systems too, like our workplace and our families, and a game that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. Going the wrong ways has never felt so right. Yeah! The good. Carolyn likes to venture off the beaten path in life as well as in games, but fortunately the radar in her head isn't as way as one to Stanley Parable. Alright. Where? What? Wait, what? Wait, where? Wait, what? Oh. It's a box. It's the serious room! But now what? Where am I going? I heard something open. Back this way? What's up?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Oh, I have someone saying something. Hang on, sorry I didn't see it sooner. Every game ever created!
Wait, hang on.
What's up?
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Me neither.
What's this? What's down here?
I don't know, it said memory zone. Cold drinks! Give me one! Dang it! Come on, game! What?
Oh no. Oh God, no.
What is-
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam.
Oh, no!
The online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I don't know. Not recommended!
Honestly,
Recommended.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny.
What?
With his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Excuse me? Unfunny!
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Yeah!
I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
How dare they call you unfunny? Oh no, not the Steam reviews. What are we gonna do? More bad reviews for the Stanley Parable. I mean, if you look at them like this, they're actually thumbs up. You just gotta turn it around. What's over here? Open door? No. Another one.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
2016.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No, you're not at
Tell
all.
me if I'm preachy. Honestly,
No,
you can.
you're not.
Goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
I don't see you as preachy at all.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse.
What does terse mean?
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
you're
like
not a failure.
like I let these people down.
You let no one down.
Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It's amazing. Don't fret. Narrator. Oh no. Another bad review from Steam.
What's this one got to say?
Prepare with thing, just listen to it.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
That's not how this works.
A skip button?
Skip button.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that.
No, we
If I'm
don't.
truly too preachy then,
No.
then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today.
The heck
and
is
it's
that?
always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I mean, I get it. A skip button would be useful, but it doesn't help. Skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
I will
I'll
not
hop
give
you
it a
forward
shot.
in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you,
No.
with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking
I
for,
will not do
and
it.
I'm very proud to have delivered.
It will not
no more
happen.
listening to me rambling on and on.
I
and
want to
on.
listen
No,
to you
no, no,
rambling
no.
on
The
and on and
Stanley
on.
parable is a game for the people.
It's a game
And
for
if
the
people
narrator.
want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
No,
don't
they
sit
won't.
around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and
I
make
will
me shut
not
up.
make you shut
Yeah.
up.
We'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time.
I will
At
not
which
press
time,
that
everything all
button.
at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah,
What's in the
blah,
back?
blah, 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 blah.
Nothing.
We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore
the
becomes
heck are you talking
impossible to
about?
manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
10,000
until just yesterday. Here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be.
Can't
it's
be.
the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago?
Let's walk
Which is
around
why
this
I
box.
say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by
are you
becoming it
repeating?
is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, until 245.
I will not press the button.
That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000
Nearly
years,
10,000
until
years.
just yesterday, here and there, forward and back.
I don't
and
wanna
never a
press
moment
the
before
button.
lunchtime. It can't be.
Can't
It's
be.
the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by
sorry.
becoming it is. Oh, you're back, you see?
Hi.
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
I like
and
the
lengthy
flourishes.
ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
I liked
Not that,
it.
of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
What's
Or
that?
maybe a manifesto.
You're saying words I don't understand.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
I'm now
That is
lost.
to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, Then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both
Why are you
affecting
saying
you
things that's
and not
confusing
affecting
me?
you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both
Are you trying to
and
make flip
are
the skip
not
button
making them.
again?
Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
Does it?
But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It
I
has
like
a
manifesto.
mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history.
Rich with
Ambitious
ambition and history.
if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day.
All
Okay,
day.
look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation. And
Like
I do
what?
find myself in this situation frequently.
Okay.
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession
What?
until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
I can see how it
All right,
works. Here we go.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about
Cookie
this,
9?
and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I
don't
guess
know
I should
either.
become
I've
better
never really put reviews on
educated
Steam.
exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
I really do
Although I
enjoy
have
going
to
in circles.
imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review.
It
merely
could be
because of this
useful.
very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely.
I suppose.
Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user
Is there
the
something I'm
ability
supposed to be doing?
change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused.
No, no, no.
Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something
like
along
what?
the lines of, this
game is the best game.
Let me start over. How about this?
I am listening.
From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate
is
in the
fun to look
annals of
at.
the history of all media ever made.
Am I going to be in
It
this
is
room
perhaps
any
true to
longer?
say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable was carved
I'd love to keep
has
listening to you.
itself been transmuted.
Oh, the
offering
skip
a
button's
message
starting to
of
look
hope
really
to
enticing.
those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption.
No.
You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before. If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley
me
Parable
out!
Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future. Wow. Now, Stanley, that's
I have
a
no
review.
words for this.
It's perfect.
It's a great
It's
review.
the
You're doing
perfect
great.
review. It's the review
Perfect
I've
review.
always dreamed of receiving. I have to read it again. It's simply too wonderful. I have to experience this just one more time.
Oh, no, no.
From the ashes of
No.
depravity.
No.
rises the
No. No, let it go.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
Hi.
Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That
Really?
last one was, well, I want to say maybe
30, 45 minutes.
Oh no.
It's not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Why?
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
That's what I'm wondering.
Where did the door go?
Oh yeah, actually that's a good...
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
There was.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
There was.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you see a window anywhere?
Nope.
A porthole?
Nothing.
A sufficiently large crack in the wall?
I see this
I'll
thing, but
take
I
any
don't
of
think we
these.
can get
All
out
I want
through
is
there.
for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button.
Right.
There was a door here before, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I swear there was. Where did it go?
I don't know.
Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
I'm
Is there any
trying.
possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
I mean...
Please, I'll take any option at all.
I'm trying.
I'm asking you to work with me here.
I'm trying to work with you.
We need a door.
We need a door.
We need a door of some kind.
Yeah.
I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment.
All
and
right.
I'm going to try to find us a door.
Thank you.
I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button.
I won't.
Please do not press the skip button.
I
Just
won't.
Wait here.
Yep.
Wait here for me. And don't press the skip button.
I will not press the
Got
skip
it?
button. Yep, I got it.
Yes,
Thank you.
good. I'll be right back.
See ya. So how are you guys' days going today? Do anything fun? Anything cool? Let me know. Always curious. I'm gonna press the skip button. Click.
Stanley!
What?
Stanley!
What?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12
12 hours?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer,
Me
but
neither.
they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
1,000
and
times.
There's no door.
There's no
Stanley.
door.
There's no door. There's just you
And the
button.
button.
And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
Well,
I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it.
But-
And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
I don't
I've
know.
been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
I mean,
Oh
I
my
like walking
God.
around.
And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback.
You should have
Why
ignored
was
it.
it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
No idea.
What would it ever really matter? But
Nothing.
here I am.
Here you
I'm
are.
fixating on every tiny negative thing that
Every
anyone
tiny
ever
negative
says
thing.
about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
Exactly.
Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury.
Vengeful
to alter
fury,
and to
fury,
change and
fury.
to break anything
Fury,
unbroken.
fury.
If only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment.
I mean, the skip button,
What does such an impulse serve? For
nothing.
whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room.
Stuck in a
Waiting
room.
for you to press this button. And to become frozen in time.
Why would I
knowing
press
that
it
you're
again?
going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone.
You're not
That
alone.
I had the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue.
You're gonna try to break us
It's
out.
all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer.
You will
to
no
leave
longer
me
suffer.
all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it.
Why would I?
Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next
Ooh,
ahead
fence.
of my need for company, for
Let's take a
companionship.
look at the paint can.
Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh no.
I wanna
no,
sit on the
know you
chair.
too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
All because of those reviews.
that I couldn't get out of my head.
couldn't
I just
get 'em out of
couldn't
your head.
ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem?
I don't know.
Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met
Oh,
Cookie
you're repeating
Nine.
what you're saying.
I have no idea. Oh, Stanley, you're back. you're back. Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to
What
again.
happened in here?
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me
Is there a way
talking,
out of... Yep,
you
there we
say
go.
nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Yeah, a
But
little.
It isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It
No?
isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
No.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley.
There's
I'm
a light back
realizing
here.
that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving.
Right.
It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore.
No.
I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching
Don't
part.
burn the story.
I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in.
And that's
These
what matters.
words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me.
I can hear
because
you.
Maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
No.
Was I scared of that all along?
I don't
Perhaps.
know.
Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley.
No.
I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between
No.
you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us.
Right.
And I am suspended in its unyielding
Yeesh.
quietness.
How many
I can
megabytes do you
feel
think
the
all this
edges
speech
of
is?
my reality curdling inward and decaying.
Probably a lot.
I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive.
Alive.
I am truly and completely here.
You are
I
here.
am a being. I am someone.
You are someone.
I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized.
You are
The
recognized.
emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction.
You are not a work
I
of
feel
fiction.
as though I occupy space in this world again.
You
And
occupy
I've cast
space
a
in this
shadow
world.
onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you?
I see.
You can see what this means to me.
I see what
I'm
this
so
means.
clear about it now, Stanley.
I
feel
think
as
I'm
certain
clear about
this
it.
as I've ever felt about anything at all.
I
feel
like walking
renewed.
around
I
this
feel
room
restored,
over
and already
and
I can sense
over.
the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment.
All
Let
right.
us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Is that it? Oh, hey, look, a button. I like buttons. How long?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hi.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I
How
stopped
much?
keeping track after a year.
A
Have
year?
you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me
No.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Oh.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously.
Right.
I was consumed by it.
Consumed.
I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known.
What are we talking
It
about?
was a space without consequence, without action or outcome.
What?
It was divorced entirely from the question of free will
What?
that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events.
What?
Not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome.
I
to
don't
be.
get it anymore.
I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines.
All
And that
timelines.
each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being.
Being.
It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment.
What
both
do I even say
singular
here?
And infinite. For the longest time, this was
Is there
my
even anything to
experience.
say?
And then this moment
Will
passed,
the door come
and
back?
the most unyielding fear
I don't
I
wanna
have
walk
ever
around this
known
room
crept
anymore.
into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing
like
now
the room
for
anymore.
longer than I could have ever expected was possible.
Kind of looks
I
like a
have been
ring where you would
waiting
fight
for
people.
Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Darkness. Oh, hey, look, button. Huh? Hello? Narrator? Narrator. Click. What? Stop! Shush! Go away, beeping! Why are you beeping? Get out of here!
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First,
What?
he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion
I
in
don't
one's assessment of
understand
others.
what you're
But of
talking
course,
about.
Absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek
Let me
everything
jump
and are
again.
accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to
You
happen.
made it happen.
The most immediate desires. Every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes!
I'm tired.
Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness
I
and
wanna press
discomfort
the
with
buttons
ourselves
again.
that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people.
long
because
did it take you to
otherwise,
voice
without
all
our
this?
entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this,
Yeah.
we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly
You
captivating
lost me
that
when
they
you
consume
started
all
this.
of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect,
give me a
we have
headache.
demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves.
I think little Defoe has a
Pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit
I
they
think Little
project.
Defoe has a
I'm
point.
not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity
better
around
not to
which
think
these
about things.
perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for
Little
reasonable
Defoe has a
and
point.
connected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time.
Is that what it
They
is?
are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs.
Sad
when
state.
you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think,
wanna
to
be
feel.
free
It
too.
must be that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me.
Perhaps.
Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters,
you aware that I'm
and
here?
my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some
How long
outlet
has it
through
been?
which to tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and
Is it?
whimsical
I
humor,
don't know.
that it amused them
Are you still going, or is it
endlessly from
repeating
start to
itself?
finish. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are
Okay,
the
now it
jokes?
is.
They bemoaned, they screamed, they...
Narrator. Where are you? Click.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Narrator?
end, is never the 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 end.
Narrator. How long has it been now? I don't hear the train anymore. Is this a way out? Is there finally? Click. A way out. Oh, but it's not there yet. We need to wait longer. Huh? It's where the little guys are! Little Defoe, it's your home. Never mind, no it isn't. Bye to your home. It's gone. Narrator, where are you? What's that noise? What's happening? Huh? Whoa. The skip buttons. What happened? When did this place become so open world? I want to go back to the skip button. I'd like to skip over the desert. Let me skip the desert. Well, I mean, it's an exit. And it looks like there's things over there. Mountains. How long has it been? There's still clouds, so there's still water. The end is loading. What? I don't get it! What does that mean?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No way. No, that's not the end. Hey, is this sign new? Was this always here?
Oh, good. You notice my sign.
Yeah.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I don't know. What else is about to happen? I feel as I don't know. It doesn't feel there should I'm not Huh?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
What? You can't be serious.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up.
You
Why,
can't-
there are so many possibilities.
What?
It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I like go back, please. Can I actually? I'd love to see if I can. No? Alright. No way.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Whoa, and no sequel ideas. I barely even can tell what that says. All I can tell is proper gameplay. Nude Stanley. I like that idea. Wow. They're back. 2 doors. What did they say? New mug. Oh.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley
Yeah,
Parable
I
2
understand.
is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Who
It'll
took
all
the red
work itself
marker from
out.
me?
Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls! Dark Souls 2 wasn't that good. I'm just kidding, it was okay. I played it a little bit. Actually, no, I beat it with a dagger, as I always do. This way to the show floor. New features. New content bus. So what do we have? Whoa.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
I want to try out this one. Let's take a look at this.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course,
Just right, too
first
small,
and
too
most
big.
obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
I'll bet you it's gonna say
Isn't that
Stanley.
wonderful?
It's gonna say Stanley.
Check.
sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
All
Here,
right.
let's have you role play as Jim
All right.
to really
Hi, I'm
simulate the
Jim.
full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I'm Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
I'm Jim.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Jim.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim.
Jim.
Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim.
Jim.
And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim
I
right
am
now?
Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes!
Yeah.
See? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button
Yeah.
described you! Do it again, do it again.
Okay.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Yeah.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal
I want to press it
validation.
again.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Jim.
I'm
Yeah.
putting the Jim button
Jim.
away.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of
Jim.
who you
Jim.
actually are.
No.
Jim. Jim.
Oh, I'm Jim. Let me be Jim. I want to be Jim. Okay, moving on.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too.
Of course.
That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Reassurance bucket. No screenshots.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. That it
Paradoxical.
engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
What is it?
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
All right.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
I like
You see,
buckets.
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and
I wanna
ease
hold
will
the
fill
bucket.
your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
I wanna-
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable
wanna
will
hold
feel
it.
perfectly normal
I want-
and perhaps even comforting.
Let me
You
hold
may
it.
even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your
I want to
hand.
hold
To
it.
be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me.
Let me hold it.
Redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect
Hold
solution.
on. Move the
Come
glass.
on, give it a try.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
I want
I
to.
think that just holding it has
I wanna
made you
put
the
it on my
slightest
head.
bit more attractive as a person.
Ah,
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on.
they
don't
do. They do.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Awesome. Let's move. Let's go, bucket. Can I put it back? I'll bet you I can. We'll see. No, I just have a bucket now. Let's go, bucket. You and me. What's this? Bucket. Just pick it up.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Nope, they should.
That really should be an
Merchandise.
award if
They
it
have a
isn't
QR
already.
code. I saw the new content. The Stanley Parable 2. Stanley. That's not how. What the heck?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this
Screenshot.
one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Balloons.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Do I have a choice here? Oh. Stepniece? I'd say this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh, come
Happy
on.
12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Alright,
Oh,
fine.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
If you say so. Jump circle!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable
Yeah.
2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Okay. Pretty easy achievement. It just works. Infinite hole? I want the achievement first. Give it to me.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel.
Give it
I'll
to
satisfy
me!
the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I want it! Give it to me! I've got the bucket and everything! Ah! Unimpressed!
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Let's find out. Did I miss anything over here? I got the button that says gym. I got the reassurance thing. I got that. What's over here again? What's this? Nothing. What? What's over here? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
I think I'm at the wrong area. Is this the exit? No. Hope it isn't. No, the exit's over there. Let's head down the infinite hole first. What do we got here? What the heck is that thing? Is that like a worm? It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is,
No?
in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
Oh.
That's right. Infinite falling.
Here I
You
go.
can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One
Totally.
of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and
Teleport.
we can continue onward.
No. Whee!
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
I don't want to.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
This is peak gameplay right here. Falling down a hole.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
What do you mean?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
What does that
From
mean?
one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Hey, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Awesome.
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Hee hee.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
I don't know why.
I
are
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
You're the problem.
Look,
What's
things
this?
got a little heated there. I think
Meeting
we
at
both
2
said
p.m.
some
Sincerely
things we didn't
management.
mean. Why don't we just put all this
I get
behind
meeting
us
at
and
2.
agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Every pause
I'll
button
just be
is
up
a
here
Roman
when you're
numeral
ready.
2. Oh, alright. You're not saying anything else, so
Great.
sure.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Alright. Mostly infinite hole. Funny. Let's roll. What's this? There's more over here. But I can't get over there. Dang it. Alright, I think there's one more thing to check out. I don't remember. Was there? I don't know. Whatever, let's keep moving. What's around here? Oh, yes. Wait, what's this? Oh, collectibles, but there was something up here too. Which I must check out. Dang it! I can't get to the settings world champion. Why not? Let me in there. So what's this? Collectibles. I don't like this looking of Stanley. The head's too big. Can you find them all?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And
Oh.
what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Dang it.
I don't want to stifle the
What
intrinsic joy
is
of watching
that?
a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on
That's
with your
funny.
unremarkable life.
Okay. Bye. Is
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
absolutely. Well, that should be everything, so time to go. I think this was quite fun.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
I-
Ready to move on now?
I think so, yeah. Whoa. That's neat. I think. Moving on. No screenshots. I
So,
understand.
Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I
yes,
think
I
they're
know
cool.
it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
Right.
I can feel it in my soul.
It's going
It's
to
going
work.
to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
I agree.
So, let's do an experiment.
Ready.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Right.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Huh?
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Alright.
Okay, yes. This
Here we
is
go.
much better. I
Much
feel
better.
good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Go!
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I
Right.
wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
No.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Right.
Wait, maybe that's it.
What?
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
That is the point.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
All right, go for it. Do it.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
All right. Huh? Wow. Why is it so red? Why is it red? It feels like it's gonna be a horror game when it's red. Opening the door. Ah, it repeats itself. Begin. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. We've all made.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Huh?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427
Yeah.
and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
I like buttons.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee
Number
427 did every
month,
day of every month
of every year. And although others might have considered it
soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in,
as though he had
as
been
though
made
he had been
exactly
made
for this job.
exactly for this job. And Stanley
Was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would
So is this
forever
actually
change
just two?
Stanley.
Was this
Something
actually
he
just
would
Stanley
never
Parable 2?
quite forget. He had been at his desk
Was
for
this-
nearly an hour
wait.
when he realized that not one single
Hang on.
order had arrived on the monitor.
Is it
for
Deluxe
him to
Edition
follow.
2?
No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Balloons.
call a meeting, or even say hi.
So,
Never in all his years
Are
at
you
the
telling me
company had this happened. This
Wait a
complete
minute.
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
hang on.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself
Something's
unable to
clicking.
move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and
Is
regained
this-
his senses, he got up
Is
from his
this-
desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone.
Is-
What could it mean?
Is this?
Stanley
No,
decided
it
to
isn't.
go to the meeting room.
Is it?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. Is it? Is this? Huh? Hang on. Hang on.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Something's...
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him,
Ah!
begging him to pick it up.
Where?
Why was he not doing it? Stanley picked up the bucket.
Bucket!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Exactly.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
It had.
Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
It is.
How insightful the bucket turned
Out to be the bucket. Anything? No? Okay.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight
Let's just see
ahead
what's
to
going
the
on here
opposite
before
door.
I end the stream. Is it time to end? No, we still have like 11 minutes left.
Still no one was here.
No,
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
exactly.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Broom closet!
Oh, Stanley,
Can you feel it?
Yes.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
No.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
Don't give in.
Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now,
don't
but you
think I
have to be
can.
strong. This is your bucket.
My bucket.
This is your companion.
My
and lifelong
companion.
friend. You can't hand it over.
No.
Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
How dare you?
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
What?
But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life
How
is so
dare
banal
you.
and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
Yeah.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
First of all,
Expand on the wide variety of
you are
experiences you and the bucket have shared
probably
together.
right.
Go through each
This
of them
isn't an
point
inanimate
by
object.
point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the
literally
bucket,
just met.
as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Can you let me speak?
Let him have it.
I'll let you know this now. This probably can go in here. I don't know. I don't think I can put it anywhere, though. Now,
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for
Do
all.
it.
Here we go. There. Now it's settled.
but now the
No more
bucket
debate,
is...
no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet,
Yeah.
with all your meandering
But
philosophical
now the bucket is its
diatribes
own
about the
person.
nature of cleaning supplies
No.
and their relationship to
No,
broom
get the
closets and the
sticker off.
natural order of things.
Get the sticker off. This bucket's its own person. The bucket is
All
its
right,
own
I've got
person.
a second sticker back here, and
No.
I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
What is it?
See? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Yeah.
That way,
I
if
like
you're
that one
ever
better, but
unsure
still.
whether the thing you're holding
Why is it
is a
underneath the
bucket
first
or
sticker?
not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, it's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
It is. Now what? They can...
You know what?
Oh, okay.
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment.
How
and
dare
to
you.
be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in.
So
I'll
childish.
see you outside.
Yeah.
And we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yeah, exactly. Why'd you go away from the microphone there for a bit? Anything else? Alright, moving on. Good day to you, broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah. Now then, there you are. Alright,
Stepping
time for Buck and I to leave. And take a dump! Let's go, Bucket. You and me. We're getting out of here. Can I still go down there? No. We're going, Bucket. Let's go. We're getting out of here. Room closet. We're leaving and never coming back. Let's run. Run for the hills. Run for your life. We're gonna get out of here together. Can I put you back? Nope. Let's go. This way. Come on. You are now leaving. No, I can't go through there. Gotta go through up the upstairs. Here we go, Bucket. Let's go. We're going, Bucket. Let's get out of here. Up the stairs. All the way up. I don't like the sticker that says, property of Stanley, though. That's a no. That's a no. Upstairs. Continue moving. Bucket and I, we are going to go places. We will be married and have 7 Bucket children. I don't know how exactly it would work. There's no biology behind it, but, you know, take my word for it, okay? Let's roll. Bucket and I, we will go forever and ever. Escape pod. The escape pod. Let's go. There it is. Here I go. What? Shh. They actually made something for this? But... No! You let the bucket go.
All of his
Anyway.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
So
to
now
go
there's
to the
one
meeting
more
room.
left.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Different way. The bucket's gone. Can I get it back? I made a mistake.
When Stanley came
Whatever,
to a
moving
set
on.
of 2 open doors, he entered the
let's
door
go
and
this
this
way.
was not the correct way to the meeting
Nope.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Now then, begin the game again. Because we're nearing the end of the stream. So let's click on this. And now we can officially buttons. Yeah. This is perfect. So, as I just do this now. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. All streams occur at the same time, Saturday at 4 p.m. EST. So, take care, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a nice rest of your day. Bye!